Hey, it's Dustin with the Davidson Group at Keller Williams with episode 22 of Real Talk. Today we're going to talk about what's been going on with me over the past couple of weeks and a story of several years ago. So if you've had conversation with me, you've known that I have had a terrible cold. I was actually out of commission for about 5 days. Didn't have a voice. I have congestion, wasn't sleeping well. It just overall was very unpleasant. Back, I'm going, my voice is back. I'm in such a better place now than I was a week ago. But it reminded me of a time whenever I had a really bad case of allergies. I'll start with the story. So many years ago, Tia and I were having Thanksgiving. We had to be at home for Thanksgiving because of Sam's Club, working there. There were things that I had to do, checking on the club on a daily basis. We're closed on the day of Thanksgiving, so had to go, had to check, had to do some things, so I had to be close. Due to that, we decided to have Thanksgiving at home. Had some people come over for Thanksgiving, and upon their arrival, I had a headache and I was struggling with some allergies, so I was going to take a Benadryl and a couple of ibuprofen to help myself feel better, to be able to entertain, to be able to enjoy company and enjoy Thanksgiving. First time we've ever hosted, only time we've ever hosted, and I get into the pill drawer, shake some out into my hand, drink of water, pop them in, sitting there a few minutes before everyone arrives. We had to go down and get them, driving back into our neighborhood, and on our way there, I felt so tired and worn out. And we received them, they got in the house. I was so tired, so worn. It hit me so hard. Well, I walked in the front door, I went straight to the bedroom. I laid down. I missed all of Thanksgiving. My wife, Tia, she thought, what is this rude guy doing? Not even saying hello to anybody. Completely in seclusion. No one knew anything as to what was going on. I woke up a few hours later. I had a plate. Thankfully, they saved me a plate for Thanksgiving. And I was so groggy. And I realized I didn't take one Benadryl and a couple of ibuprofen. I took a handful of Benadryl, 4 to be exact. And Benadryl, one of them will make you sleep like a zombie, I think. Maybe not for you, but for me for sure. And it hit me so hard, I literally could not keep my eyes open. Of course, I didn't tell anybody, right? I didn't say like, hey, Tia, I took a bunch of Benadryl and I'm gonna go lay down. Hadn't hit me yet. I was just so tired, I knew I couldn't keep my eyes open. I had to go lay down, so I did. She was so mad, so upset, so frustrated, until I told her. She was worried because I took 4 Benadryl at one time. And of course, probably wasn't the best for my internals. Obviously making a habit of something like that would be detrimental to your body, but was not. I was groggy for the rest of the day. It's a joke, something we talk about, on Thanksgivings. We talk, hey, remember the time whenever I just went off into the bedroom and didn't say a word to anybody, was gone for 3 hours? And it just reminded me, the sickness that I've got going on, the cold that I've had. I was on a regimen of allergy medicine, antihistamine, Benadryl, taking ibuprofen, and running through that as often as I could to help keep things in check and keep things in play. I wasn't talking and having conversation, which, if you know anything about real estate, my job's pretty dependent on the fact that I talk to people. So it made that pretty difficult, and just a fun little memory. So there's a lot of this going around. I've been asked, especially or since the pandemic, people are very mindful and conscientious of being sick and removing yourself or distancing yourself from others as you are sick. And so having that conversation, letting people know, this is something that I think is going around to a lot in conversations that I've had. Like my mom and sister had something very similar. I know have a buddy out in the West, and he and some of his friends had gone through similar things, and we've heard about this just throughout. The kids actually got sick before I did and called up to the doctor to schedule an appointment, and they said, well, what are the symptoms, what's going on? They didn't call it a cold, they just said it was allergies. I think based off the symptoms list, it probably just hit me harder and developed into, probably tried to be a sinus infection, but never carried a fever or anything like that. But sickness just happens, and we try to remedy that, and obviously, as a stubborn man, I don't go to the doctor. If I should, I probably should go more, but hey, I'm going to take care of this thing myself, and I think I can keep going and keep powering through, and knowing that sometimes we just need to take a rest. Sometimes we need to let our body do what it's supposed to do, and regenerate and heal and go through that process, and we have to slow down. Whether we want to or not, we have to. And so, that's what I went through over the past week and a half. There was 5 days there, again, that I was down and out. Much better now. Still have a little bit of congestion, still have a little bit of that allergy or the seasonality that's going on. My ear's still clogged up, so I don't hear very well. If you want to say bad things, say it to my left side, at least for now, right? And it's that change of season, that time of year. I think things are going around, things are happening, and we're seeing this seasonality cold or the seasonality sinus affect people differently. Anyway, funny little story. Hopefully something like this has never happened to you. It's been a minute since we've filmed one of these. You saw episode 21 last week, but this week, episode 22, there's a few week progression there. Really excited about what fall has to bring for us. We talked about that in the last episode. We're full swing now. It's just a good time of year, so we're excited to get the content out to you, to continue to push these things. We're looking at 2022 already, and so we're excited for what the Davidson Group has in store there, and we just hope to continue to bring you great service, to always be of service, to provide value in any situation possible. But if you have questions about the market, you have questions about anything going on in real estate, I'm happy to have the conversation, to talk through those things, and really just to be here for you. Hope you're well. Talk to you next week. Dustin out.